Magandang araw, I'm Sir Richard and this is Sequence and Series, Week 7 of Precalculus. So to start, let us define sequence. Sequence is a list of numbers separated by commas. So our example 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is an example of a sequence. Now, series is represents the sum of the terms of the sequence. Since we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as our sequence, ang series niya is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 equals to 15. So this is the series. Another example, we have 2, 5, 8, 11. So discuss natin yung parts ng sequence mula dito sa example na to. So A1 is 2 is A sub 1, 5 is A sub 2, 8 is A sub 3, and 11 is A sub 4. Nakadepende yung numbers na yun sa una is 1, and yung ikalawa is n equals to 2, ikatlo is 3, and ikaapat is 4. So a sub n depends on the value of n. So to acquire or to obtain a sequence, we can try to evaluate a formula. So for example, find the first three terms of 2n plus 1. So para gawin yon, we will substitute the n with 1, 2, and 3. So example, 2 times 1 plus 1, that is equals to 3. 2 times 2 plus 1 equals to 5. And 2 times 3 plus 1, that is equals to 7. So ang sequence natin is 3, 5, and 7. While our series is 3 plus 5 plus 7 equals to 15. Under the sequence and series, we can identify a sequence if it's arithmetic or geometric. So for arithmetic sequence definition is a sequence in which each term after the first is obtained by adding a constant called the common difference to the preceding term. Ibig sabihin, mula dun sa first term, mag-a-add lang tayo ng constant which is called the common difference ng paulit-ulit para makuha natin yung mga succeeding terms. So, let's try to check. In this example, 2, 4, 7, 11, and 16. Check natin kung series siya or kung arithmetic sequence siya. So, 2 para maging 4, we will add 2. 4 para maging 7, we will add 3. 7 para maging 11, we will add 4. And 11 to 16, we will add 5. So, this example is not an arithmetic series or arithmetic sequence. In number 2, this is 2, 5, 8, and 11. 2 para maging 5, add 3. 5 para maging 8, add 3. And 8 para maging 11, add 3. So, this one is an example of an arithmetic series, arithmetic sequence. So, what if we are to find the sixth term? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ito, hanapin natin yung sixth term. Well, technically, if we will try to check kung ano yung value, kung mag-add lang tayo ng values, we will obtain 14 and 17. Pero, assuming hindi natin alam kung ano yung sixth term, or assuming medyo malayo siya, we will use this formula. So, to define it explicitly, a sub n is equals to a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times the common difference. Ang n na hinahanap natin is 6. A sub 1 is equals to 2. Right now, we have the common difference equals to 3. To get the common difference, by the way, we can subtract a sub 2 minus a sub 1 or a sub 3 minus a sub 2. Okay, so to proceed. So, we are to find a sub 6. So, a sub 1 is 2 plus quantity n minus 1. So, this is 6 minus 1 times the common difference, which is 3. So, this is 5 times 3, 15. So, a sub 6 is equals to 17. Yan. So, yan, 17. Now, to get the values recursively, we can use this formula. A sub n is equals to, assuming kukunin natin tong fifth term, which happened to be 14. So, a sub 5 is equals to, from the 5 minus 1, fourth term. Ano yung fourth term natin? 11. 11 plus the common difference, d. So, a sub 5 is equals to 14. And yes, tama yung nakuha natin, 14. Now, to get the sum of the sequence, ito yung gagamitin nating formula. So, S of n is equals to n times quantity a sub 1 plus a sub n all over 2. So, n is equals to 6 right now. Ito pa rin sa example 2 ang isosolve natin. A sub 1 is 2. A sub n is 17. And, ayun lang. So, S of 6 is equals to 6 times 2 plus 17 all over 2. So, simplify natin to. This will be 3. 3 times 19 is equals to 57. Yan. So, the sum of the values from 2 to 17 is 57. Now, another example. So, this will be the third example. Find the sum of the first 10 terms of the sequence 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. In this example, hindi natin alam kung ano yung last term. So, this is the... Hindi natin alam kung ano yung 10th term. Unlike dun sa example number 2, alam natin yung first term at yung last term. Dito, assuming hindi pa natin alam yung 10th term, we can use, or the last term, we can use the formula S of n is equals to n divided by 2, quantity 2 times a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times the common difference. So, given muna tayo, n is equals to 10, tapos a sub 1 is equals to 3, and our common difference is equals to 2. Yan. So, to get that, S of 10 is equals to 10 divided by 2. Quantity 2 times a sub 1, that is 3, plus n minus 1 is 9. 10 minus 1. So, 10 minus 1 times the common difference, which is 2. So, to simplify, this will become 5. So, 5 times 6 plus 18. So, ang sum ng example number 3 is, this is 24. 5 times 24 is 120. So, for the geometric sequence, for the definition, is a sequence in which each term after the first is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by a constant called common ratio. So, kung matatandaan ninyo, sa arithmetic, we are adding a constant. Pero sa geometric, we are multiplying a constant. So, let's check the first example. 1 para maging 2, we can multiply 2. But 2 para maging 3, dapat 1.5. So, this is not a geometric sequence but actually an arithmetic sequence. Kasi, add tayo ng 1 para maging 2, add ng 1 para maging 3, and so on. For example number 2, 9 para maging negative 3, so mag-multiply tayo sa kanya ng negative 1/3. Yan. So, negative 3 para maging 1, negative 1/3 din. And negative 1 times negative 1/3 is negative 1/3, and negative 1/3 times negative 1/3 is positive 1/9. So, dito, ang common ratio natin is negative 1/3. And yes, this is an example of a geometric sequence. In number 3, 2 para maging 4, we can multiply 2 or we can add 2. So, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 para maging 8, multiply ng 2. So, times 2, at multiply ulit tayo ng 2 para maging 16. So, dito, R natin is 2. Yan. So, to get the 10th term, so what if we are to find the 10th term of this geometric sequence? So, to get that, we can use the formula a sub n is equals to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. So, example natin dito, a sub n, we are to find the 10th term, n is equals to 10, r is 2, and a sub 1 is equals to 2. So, a sub 10 is equals to 2 times r raised to n minus 1, or 10 minus 1 is 9. 2 raised to 9 is 512. Kaya, ang 10th term natin is 1024. So, this is our 10th term. Next, what if we are to find the sum of the first term up to the 10th term? So, yung pa rin na example natin sa example number 3. So, sum ng 10 terms, a sub 1 is 2 times 1 minus r raised to 10 all over 1 minus r, which happened to be 2. So, 2 raised to 10, and this will be negative 1. So, 2 times 2 raised to 10 is 1024. 1 minus 1024 is negative 1023 all over negative 1. Ang sagot natin dito is 2046. Since negative, magiging positive na yung value natin. So, the sum of the 10 terms from 2 up to 1024 is 2046. So, for example, for the fourth example, we have blank 9 blank 81. So, meron tayong dalawang missing. Yan. Pero kung pangunahan natin to, and tatry natin tingnan kung ano yung posibleng sagot. Possibly yung una is 3 and the third one is 27. Pero try natin isolve. So, first, we have, given muna tayo, a2. That is 9, which is actually also equal to a sub 1 r raised to 1. And a4 is equals to 81, which is also equals to a sub 1 r raised to 3. Now, we can obtain r by dividing a sub 2 over a sub 1. Pero since a sub also equals to a sub 3 divided by a sub 2. Pero since dito, fourth term at saka second term, pwede natin subukan ko din. So, a sub 4 divided by a sub 2, that is equals to a sub 1 r3 divided by a sub 1 r1. Cancel natin to si a sub 1. 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. So, r squared is equals to 81 over 9. Thus, r is equals to 3. So, in this setup, ang r natin is equals to 3. Kaya, para makuha natin, so, 9 times 3, a sub n plus 1 is equals to a sub n times the common ratio. So, to get the next term, para makuha natin yung a sub 3, a sub 2, sorry, this should be n minus 1. Okay. Tama. So, to get the next term, which is a sub 3, a sub 2 is 9 times 3, and that will give us 27. Yan. So, this one is 27. Tama. Now, yung una yung nawawala. Siyempre, di-divide natin by 3, since yun yung common ratio, to obtain 3. Pero, pwede rin naman natin kunin mula doon sa formula. given na si a sub 2 is equals to 9, which is actually equals to a sub 1 r 1. So 9 a sub 1 r 1, ang r natin is 3. 9 is equals to a sub 1 times 3 raised to 1 is 3. So a sub 1 is equals to 3.